Open that. Oh, I just realized Woogie's gonna fucking lose his streak. Oh no!
Oh no. Because he's typically watching someone else at this time, or
The
No.
underscore EV underscore breeder
thank you,
is
Sweet
now
Chat.
live.
No, because he's at TDAC right now.
Oh.
Because it's already TADC time for him, so he's good. He got to see it 5 hours before me, and I'm so mad about it.
Fucking time travelers,
I
dude.
know, man. Yeah, I'm looking at Galdera in... Whoa, when is that? Oh, yes. Looking at Galdera on the Octopath Wiki. God, I really don't want to do it again. But I could.
You might need to just grind a little bit more before you actually fight them this time.
If I have to grind, I'll just never do it. I'll be real. I just can't. I will say this, though. The one thing that the new game has on... wow, my brain stopped working. The one thing Octopath 2 has on... Octopath 1, you don't have to go through the 8 fights beforehand. You can just go straight to the Galdera fight.
Yeah, so they have to make the boss crazy insane to make up for it.
No, they don't. That was my biggest complaint with Galdera the Fallen, is he's already stupid hard. Why do I have to go through 8 other fights to beat him every time? Like, everyone had that complaint. In fact, that's why they got rid of the 8, is because you have to do essentially 10 battles without saving. You're not allowed to save between them, so you have to do 10 battles every time, assuming you get to the second phase. So, yeah, people fucking hated that, and so they were like, yeah, okay, we're not gonna do that this time.
Yeah, and you could, like, heal between then, right?
Yeah, you could heal.
So it's not even like it's intended to be a resource drain either.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's just terrible. Okay, I want to look at these 2 phases, because it is different. Octopath 2...
One of the things that I really enjoyed in the, 3 hours I played of the demo or whatever it was, is that they have voice lines that will actually reference each other.
Yeah. I very much enjoy. I will say, like, the second game is so much better. I love the first game, and I always will, most likely. But fuck, I love that second game so much more. It's so much better.
You played Octopath Zero at all?
A little bit. I fell off of it, mostly just because I started my Nintendo boycott again. It's not bad. It's just, I don't know. There's something in it that I'm like, this is not what I want.
It wasn't clicking the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's sort of where I was at with Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know for sure if it's the exact same thing.
I mean, yours was like Burnout, kind of, right?
Mine was like, okay, I know roughly, like, the formula, but it's not super clear where I'm supposed to go, and the open world just isn't, like, super enticing to me either. I don't really like any of the characters. I had to sit through a lot of, like, dialogue slog in that one city with this school, and I've done like the Pokemon formula so many times as a kid that it's like
There's just a lot of additional things. I don't even necessarily think that was the case for me with Octopath Zero, because everything in it clicked. Like, it worked. It was just something about it. I was like, I'll pick it up later, and then every time I thought about picking it up, I was like, I'd rather play Mother, I'd rather play Frostpunk, I'd rather play Ace Attorney. Like, everything kind of went above that.
Right? Like, I love games that, I love games like Hollow Knight, for example, where, like, there's a set amount of content in the world that you can go and explore, and there's tons of crazy movement options and whatever.
Thanks for subscribing.
What the fuck?
But, and I've been meaning to go back to Hollow Knight because there's some content in it that I still haven't actually completed. But then, anytime that I actually get time to do some gaming, it's like, alright, well, I don't know if I'm, like, awake or mentally ready enough to get back into a game that I enjoy. So I just pop open Lethal Company, for example. Sorry, I enjoy Lethal Company.
No, sorry. It's not that. It's Sailor J just gifted a sub, and I was very confused. Thank you. Thank you. I saw you followed a few streams ago, and that was... What? Thank you. That's cool. How's your day going? Why did my alert not go off? What the fuck?
I gifted a sub,
Thank
LOL.
you, friend, for giving the gift sub.
Thank you, Sailor J. Why did my subscription thing not go off? What the fuck? That's weird. That's super weird. Alright, well, I can do it again. It's not the exact same, but thank you. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna make them alerts they can't refuse.
Thank you so much. Alright, let's focus.
See, I'm testing the system. LMAO.
Thank you, Sailor J. I didn't mean to interrupt, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah. I like Lethal Company, but like, because it's basically a roguelike, after you experience a certain amount of the content, it's not that you've seen it all, but like,
you've seen the beginning stuff so many hundreds of times that it's not worth going through it again just to get to the stuff you haven't seen.
no, it's like, it's more that I'm doing a familiar game for comfort rather than going through the enjoyment of exploring something that I haven't experienced yet.
That's fair. But I'm forcing you to experience this game.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Let me pop out chat.
Thank you, Sailor J. You're the best. I feel like Wesley's gonna come in here and he's gonna see someone gifted a sub, and so he's gonna gift 2 subs just to be number 1 because he's that kind of dude. Yeah, straight up. Alrighty. Everything should be good.
Where's the costume, Detective Gumshoe? Just on the other side of the fountain, sir.
Was it out here in the open all along?
No, it was discovered in the tall grass back there.
Along with a Starmie!
We moved it out here in order to examine it more thoroughly. And let's get down to it.
I hate the fact that the Pokemon I was trying to think of was Starly, and I picked the one Pokemon I don't think you can encounter in the wild. And if you can, you definitely can't encounter it in, fucking grass.
What do we have here?
Oh, it's another pendant! That's 2 treasures in one day! How lucky is that? And hey, this pretty baby's made of platinum silver too!
Another pendant on top of the one we found on Mr. Deacon. Is it possible that these two... Hold it right there.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep, there he is. Bitch.
Hands off, Mr. Prosecutor. You sure know how to cross the line, don't you?
Prick!
Pendant, huh? This is a very decisive piece of evidence.
Is it?
How can you tell? Look here and read off what you see.
Oh, that's right. Lauren! Hey, it's a name engraved on this!
Aha! We have you now, Miss Kidnapper.
No, you don't understand! Oh shit, Josh was the one who voiced this guy last time.
Lolly, I can't believe you were one of my kidnappers.
Lance! You're kidding! Miss Pops was one of the kidnappers? Yes. It was me. I held Lance hostage. Sorry.
So Miss Pops is one of the kidnappers. Even knowing that, I can't call this case solved or over. Hey guys, case closed.
Douche.
Get the car ready, and I mean the special one for this young lady.
Hold it! What the hell does that mean?
Again, Mr. Prosecutor? What is it this time? I'm proposing that Miss Pops is also the culprit in the murder case. What happened? I thought Officer Meekins was your suspect. We found it. Found what? That officer's gun. He literally dropped it in the middle of a thick patch of grass. Your country's police are a sham. Just look at how careless they are.
Fucking, he has got you there!
Who are you calling a sham? The officer's gun didn't show signs of having been fired, so it can't be the murder weapon. So Officer Meekins has been cleared of all charges, I see. And that's when a brand new suspect comes in walking onto the scene. The murder only happened because the kidnappers started fighting amongst themselves. As I recall, it was you who said that, right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Miss Pops, did you really kill Mr. Deacon? Yes, I killed him. I can't believe it.
Thanks for the confession.
Objection!
Bitch!
Aiden Fong, it's much too early to declare this case closed. Look at you, so sure of yourself. We've got the culprit's own confession and some very incriminating evidence. What more could you ask for? Miss Lauren Paus.
It's Pop like Popper. Yes?
I want to hear it from you. Tell me your side of all that has happened today, from the kidnapping to the murder.
But why? I'm a kidnapper and the killer. Isn't that enough?
Damn, she's gonna just cut her hair like that.
Yeah, she keeps threatening that.
It's fine if you're the one behind everything, but only if that is the truth. Now then, will you tell us the truth? Or is there some reason why you can't? I've had a change of heart. I think I'd enjoy seeing you sulk away as the losing mutt. Alright, you heard me. Let's hear all about the evil deeds you committed today. But it's over for you. I've already drawn myself as the hydrogen bomb and you as the coughing baby.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What did you just... What are the words that you just said? What the
memes I'm basing this off of?
Oh my god! The one who came up with the kidnapping plan was the butler, Mr. Deacon. I knew that we could get rich by holding Lance hostage. Mr. Amano would play anything to get his son back after all. Everything was going according to plan, but as soon as we got the money, Mr. Deacon turned on me and tried to kill me.
There, you satisfied? She just confessed to her crimes a second time. At least you have the guts to admit what you've done. I can at least respect that much. Miss Pops, is what you said really the truth?
Oh, I just realized her last name is Pop because this story is based on The Prince and the Pauper. Awesome. Oh, sorry. Yes, it is.
If that is the truth, it certainly isn't the whole truth. Because there is something that seems a bit too improbable in her confession.
The one who came up with the kidnapping plan was the butler, Mr. Deacon.
Hold it! How well did you know the victim?
I have spoken with him only a few times at Lance's house.
A few times. That's it?
Yes.
If they only met a few times, I don't see how they could have trusted each other.
But if you hardly ever talked, then how could he trust you to not steal his plan? What was that?
I just thought it was really funny. Just... Not only is that's where Kay's mind went to, but just like the way she said, oh, instead of, like, oh, she was going to steal the plan.
I mean, that's how she is. Quirky child, I love her.
That's completely irrelevant. He was planning to betray her from the very beginning.
Okay, counterpoint. What if he was betrayed by her before he could betray him? Whatever.
You betray yourself by thinking that she was about to betray him before he was...
Fuck. I really hate that that is actually something Lang would say.
Which is why he chose someone he wasn't especially close to. Isn't that right, Sheena?
Yes, however, Mr. Deacon made very poor choice. In the end, he was killed by the one he intended to betray himself.
Ha! I bet he didn't see that one coming.
We knew that we could get rich by holding Lance hostage.
Hold it! You knew? How did you know something like that?
Oh no, what should I do?
Hey, what's wrong with her now?
Come on, isn't it obvious? You're making your scary face again, that's why. Why don't you try asking her in a nicer, more gentle way? Oh, stop it, Lauren, you're always like this. You always fall for the stern-looking one. That's why you'll always be unhappy. Or maybe that's it. She's been bewitched by your icy glare.
Mind your own business, Kay. Now then, Miss Pops, let's continue with your testimony.
Oh, yes, of course. Mr. Amano would pay anything to get his son back, after all.
Hold it! Why did you believe that?
Anyone who knows Mr. Amano would think the same. I bet Lance is that old man's greatest treasure.
I suppose he would be to a doting father like Mr. Romano.
I always figured that was it too, and I always envious of Lance for it. Oh, 'cause your dad's... I got this pendant from my father. And I believe that as long as I have this, I'll find my father again someday. He welcomed me into his arms riding on the back of Pegasus.
That pendant, she must truly believe it to be the wings of a Pegasus.
Everything was going according to plan, but as soon as we got the money...
Hold it!
Would you mind telling us a little about the plan itself?
Well, first we captured Lance. Ooh, how'd you do that? Well, Mr. Deacon did that on his own, so I don't quite know. Bah! And here I thought you knew how to steal people away!
I shudder to think what you would do with such knowledge.
Sorry, I really don't know, but somehow Mr. Deacon was able to contain him. All we had to do after that was wait for the ransom to be paid, but... Mr. Deacon turned on me and tried to kill me.
Hold it!
Why do you think he did?
I have no idea, but maybe he had planned on doing so from the very beginning. Miss Potts?
Wait, Mr. Deacon planned to kill Miss Pops from the very beginning. Was that ever really likely to happen? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? I'm sorry, but I don't think what you just claimed is all that likely.
Huh?
I don't think Mr. Deacon would have ever been capable of killing you.
But why? We were total strangers! It's not uncommon for people to kill each other over money.
Miss Pops, you really are clueless, aren't you?
What do you mean?
I think I have an idea. I just need to double check something.
That was so rude.
Never mind.
What?
I thought they had the same last name. You never knew what your role in the kidnapping was, nor do you know who you really are. But I do, and I can show you with this piece of evidence. This proves that Mr. Deacon wouldn't have been able to kill Miss Pops.
Take that!
Why are you showing this to me?
So what about the pendant? This horse pendant, along with this piece of evidence, shows who you really are.
Take that!
Does that really have anything to do with the pendant?
Take that!
Hey, you're right! They're the same color and even made of the same material!
Hello.
Hi, Wesley.
Ben.
Hello? What just happened?
What, you joined and then he left?
No, that's my... that's my sound.
Oh. Good question. Maybe you disconnected and reconnected?
Looks like it, yeah. Are you good?
Did you read this one?
Yes.
Okay. I believe that these two pendants are actually one. Shall we give it a try?
Wow, it's totally Pegasus! But why? Why does my pendant match up with Mr. Deacon's?
You're a smart lady. I'm sure you can imagine why that might be.
No, that can't be!
So the two make a set. Ha! It's just another trinket. It's not as though this changes anything. You lack imagination, Agent Long. Very well, I'll show you with this evidence.
Take that!
Now I think I present this. Oliver Deacon was just an alias for this man. His real name was Colin Devore, the name that's etched onto this horse pendant. What? An alias?
How the fuck did you not know that?
I suppose he had to hide the fact that he was a felon somehow in order to live. And it makes sense given what's written in Mr. Devore's dossier. But what I really wanted to point out was this.
Take that!
Mr. Devore had one daughter, and her name is Lauren Pops.
That's a lie! That person was not my father!
He couldn't come out and tell you he was your father because he was in hiding. However, I believe he was secretly trying to watch over you. You still believe a man like that could kill the daughter he was separated from? Or even that such a man would allow his daughter to get involved in a kidnapping plot?
Knuckle back!
And what's so funny, Agent Long? You're good at making things up in your head and deciding it's the truth, aren't you?
Fuck you! Pot, kettle, black!
What are you trying to say? Your thinking is much too innocent. After all, I've thought of another possibility. Is that so? Well, let's hear it. I'll grant you that the two of them are father and daughter. But isn't it possible that they both knew that fact? It was no coincidence that the reunited pair became involved in the House of Amano. And the two of them made good use of their meetings to plan this little kidnapping. Wouldn't you say my scenario is perfectly probable as well? So this is his version of how things might have been.
Could have been.
You don't have any proof that they didn't know their true relationship, right?
And you're saying that the two of them committed a kidnapping together?
That's right. As one really rotten family. Is that really what happened? I'd better take a long, hard look at the evidence.
I couldn't decide if you hated the song anymore, but really briefly after you said that, my brain wanted to go, God, I hate Shakespeare.
The main reason that I didn't like it at the time...
Because it was the
was
only one you
because-
heard.
Not the only one I heard, but it was like...
Overplayed.
It's a song that's very long, and anytime that I would, like, listen to musical theater songs of shows that I had seen and that I enjoyed, then that one would come out of nowhere and completely, like, break the tone. Because a lot of the musicals that I was listening to at the time were, like, ones that were more tragic, like Hamilton or Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah, I guess so.
And so, like, imagine coming off of,
I'm gonna be real, I don't think
Like,
there's a
I
single
feel
example you could give where I relate to that, because that's how I come off of tragedies, is I watch funny shit. Like, I would go from Hamilton to Something Rotten pretty much immediately. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes in my Spotify.
But yeah, like, you just go through this whole emotional journey of, like, Hamilton and, like, all the things that happened in his life and, like, all the impact he's had on all these other people. And you just hear about the orphanage and then who lives, who dies, who tells your story.
I get what you're saying is, like, comparatively.
God, I hate Shakespeare.
Yeah. I get you. It's just, like, in my head, that's exactly how I digest musicals. Because I like to compare musicals. And it's extremely easy to compare those two because of how different they are, and yet how similar they can be. Then again, you might have just straight up been emo, so... Sorry!
No, I definitely at least went through an emo phase in, like, late middle school. And definitely parts of that still remain.
Yeah.
I'll grant you that the two of them are father and daughter. Precisely. And what father would ever willingly kill his own daughter?
Not so fast!
I've seen a lot of things in my travels, and I can tell you that being related by blood is sometimes proof of nothing. But isn't it possible that they both knew that fact?
Hold it!
You think that they knew? Yeah, I don't think only the victim knew. I think the girl realized it as well. They both knew who the other person was, but had to pretend that they didn't. Because he was on the lam. You got it. The victim couldn't exactly go around flaunting who he was. Furthermore, it was no coincidence that the reunited pair became involved in the House of Amano.
Hold it!
One was a butler and one is the friend of the son, you mean? They probably thought it was their best shot. Is that what you honestly believe? Of course. The two of them made good use of their meetings to plan this kidnapping.
Hold it!
You mean how they plotted to commit this crime as blood relatives? Can you think of a better partner? They're certainly a clever pair.
I don't know about you, but I would not want to commit a crime with my dad.
Depends on the crime. The butler and the girlfriend, no one would ever suspect that they were in fact family. Yes, from the very beginning they painstakingly practiced those roles well. Wouldn't you say my scenario is perfectly probable as well?
Hold it!
I believe you're being a bit too overconfident for someone with no evidence. Am I? Because I don't really see you presenting any evidence to the contrary. That evidence was stuck in a stalemate. Agent Lang isn't wrong. His scenario is certainly a probable one.
You'd better hurry up and do something or Lauren's gonna wind up looking really bad.
I know, but first things first, is Agent Lang's line of logic factually correct? Was the crime really committed by the two of them? By this father-daughter pair? Just gonna take a look at the evidence.
Bless you.
The main part that doesn't fit into this is the third person, though I don't know if I'm supposed to prove that right now. I don't think I am.
Hey, everyone. You have to drink water.
I will say, he is saying that there's only two kidnappers. Father-daughter pairing.
Yeah, just I don't know if I have any evidence aside from maybe the costumes. Oh yeah. Maybe I should present that.
Attention!
This kidnapping wasn't planned by just 2 people alone. And what kind of proof do you have of that? Quite simply, there were 3 kidnappers. 3? 4 costumes were stolen from the Wild Wild West area's back room. We found one of them in the kidnapper's hideout. As for the other 3, we can assume they were being worn by 3 different people. We also found a set of 3 cups and 3 folding chairs that were used in the hideout. It all clearly points to a 3-man group. And I believe this 3rd person is the real mastermind behind the kidnapping. Who is this mastermind? I present to you the brains behind the kidnapping.
Take that!
Lance Amano? Yes, this abduction was in fact schemed up by Lance himself. Recall what he said when he appeared before us. Did you see the faces of your kidnappers? No, I didn't see their faces, but one was a woman. However, there were 3 kidnappers, which is in direct contradiction to what he said. But I know I only saw 2 people. This guy was being held hostage. It's possible he couldn't see all 3 of them. Ah, yes. About when you were being held. I have my doubts about what happened then. Lance, would you mind telling us what happened while you were being held captive? I really don't remember much anymore, honest. But if I don't tell you at least something, you won't believe me at all, will you? I was kidnapped yesterday morning. They had me shut in that room, blindfolded the entire time. But the kidnappers suddenly disappeared around the time I heard rain falling outside. My hands were cuffed, but it was still a stroke of luck that they left me alone. I made my escape and ran away from that room as fast as I could.
I literally just want to know why he still has those handcuffs on. Why do you still have those on, dude?
I have Stockholm Syndrome.
Fucking apparently.
To the underground passageway, I presume. Are you okay? Sorry, I really didn't recall that horrible ordeal, but now you believe me, right?
No.
No, not quite yet. How can you not? Why do you look at me with such icy daggers in your eyes? Because he's a prosecutor, and because they're all like that. I'll have you know, Agent Lang. Prosecutor's eyes are for discerning the truth. Oh yeah, by the way,
Yo.
I learned today, I found out today, the psychiatrist was talking about, like, how he asked his friend, I don't know if his friend is also a psychiatrist, but he was asking his friend, like, how can you, as a gay man, how can you tell if another man is gay? And he says that
what?
apparently it's all in the, and apparently it's all in the eyes. Like, there's a certain way that, like, gay people will, like, look at other people.
That's, bunk. I mean, maybe it's true, but that just sounds like bunk to me.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm not a gay man, but I that just sounds like gaydar with extra steps, and I already don't believe in gaydar.
Fair enough.
You know what?
Prosecutor's eyes for discerning the truth.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that just sounds super untrue.
Yeah, I mean, you have every right to be doubtful. I'll have you know, Agent Lang, a prosecutor's eyes are for discerning the truth. And should they be interpreted to be cruel at times, then so be it. There is a sticking point in Lance's testimony. Let's see what he offers up when I push a little.
I was kidnapped yesterday morning.
Hold it!
Can you tell us about when you were abducted in a little more detail? It was a strange morning. I felt I was right in the middle of a great calm. And where were you when you experienced this calm? Our family garden, of course. Where else could it have been? Well, excuse me for asking. This child is more of a princess than prince. I was out taking a long walk to shake off the morning blah. Then out of the blue, someone behind clamps a hand over my mouth. You didn't see your attacker? They must have used some drug to knock me out. Because
Clark.
before I knew it, I was off in La La Land again. When I woke up, I was seeing City of Stars. Are you shining just for me? I was in the kidnapper's hideout already, all tied up. They had shut in that room They had me shut in that room blindfolded the entire time.
Hold it!
By that room, you mean the room in the kidnapper's hideout, correct? Yes, but I was blindfolded the whole time, so I didn't know that until I made my escape. Then were you in the same room as your kidnappers? They spoke in hushed tones, but I could catch bits of their conversation. It was definitely two people. Two people, and one of them was definitely a woman. I was so scared I could tell that they were nearby, so I didn't dare make a move. But the kidnappers suddenly disappeared around the time I heard rain falling outside.
Hold it!
Kidnappers disappeared. The room fell into a sudden silence. I've been left behind like an unwanted mutt. And what did you mean by unwanted mutt?
What a pointless question. It's not like he's gonna tell you anything new, you know.
It's a poetic simile. You should learn how to use them too. You may look refined on the outside, but it's no good if you're not refined on the inside as well.
God, this guy sucks.
My hands were cuffed, but it was a stroke of luck that they left me alone.
Hold it!
And those cuffs on your wrists, I suppose you're still cuffed in that case. I am well aware of how I am changed to reality. I couldn't find the key, so I'm afraid I'm stuck like this. Even though I escaped from that jail cell, I will forever be a prisoner.
Or until they get bolt cutters.
I made my escape and ran away from that room as fast as I could.
Man, you know what I just realized? Whoops. Boy,
didn't
does that
investigate
bring
much.
back memories of our situation and how we made her escape.
Indeed, and although the door on the floor of our room led to an underground room, the door on the floor of the room next door had a secret passageway.
A secret passageway under a theme park! Oh, that sounds like so much fun!
I wonder, is there something off about the way Lance made his escape? I need to investigate this one still.
Hold it!
I'm just now realizing between Kay, Callisto, Neil, Pops, I really only like the girls in the investigation games. Sorry, the girls and the gays.
How did you manage to escape? I wanted to just get out of there, but the door leading outside was locked, which is why I had to use the underground passageway to make my escape. I remember our escape to be equally as hard. This is an invaluable piece of testimony. I mustn't let it go unexamined.
Hold it!
By underground passageway, you mean the one the staff uses to travel unnoticed. I suppose that's what it's for, but I didn't run away into any staff members on my way out. And once I was up top, I was busy trying to find a member of the police. And that is where you found us congregated at the stadium, I suppose. Let me ask you then, how did you get a hold of the key to the underground door? That was easy. It was hanging right there in the room on the wall.
L kidnappers.
I do recall a key hanging on the wall right beside the table.
Boy, it sure does bring memories back of me reading these lines 5 minutes ago. Not even 5 minutes ago. I don't know why I said that. Ba-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Objection!
You say that the door leading out was locked, but was it really? Oh, bye. We're talking about that room behind the saloon front, right? Look, I heard it took quite a few men to get that thing open, right, Sheena?
Yes, that's correct.
Then take a look at this. What is that, a sword? It's not an especially reliable one if it's broken like that. Allow me to start from the end. My conclusion is that the door was never locked. It was simply held shut by this sword, which was used to jam the handle. Lance, even though your hands were cuffed together, you could still use them. If that's the case, then why did you not simply remove the sword and escape? Why didn't I? I was disoriented. Yes, that's it. I didn't notice it. As if I should accept such a bold-faced lie. You locked yourself in that room because you had to make yourself look like the victim. You did not, in fact, possess the key to the door. That is why you used the prop sword to improvise and create a prison of your very own.
Not so fast!
You've been making this guy out to be one of the kidnappers for some time now. I wonder if you've forgotten something very important along the way. And what would that be? A motive. What else? Do you honestly think an upright cure boy like him would hatch a completely pointless scheme such as kidnapping himself?
Objection!
This proves that Lance did indeed have a motive to commit this crime.
Take that!
To put it simply, Lance has a very urgent need for money. This is hardly your typical love letter. In fact, it's a collections bill. It appears our upstanding boy has accumulated quite a debt. Isn't this right, Lance?
Looks like it's hard being son of a rich man, too. Hello? Must be rough when you have to resort to stealing from your old man, huh?
Alright, I give up. I abducted myself.
Lance!
It's over, Lolly. In this life, we really are bound to our fates after all. All I wanted was to go to you. Was to go with you to a new town, somewhere where no one would know us. I wanted us to be well off with that $1 million, but now that dream is over.
Oh, Lance!
And you are giving yourself up? Yes, I had planned to run away from this world with my lolly. Oliver helped us with the plan, but then he had to go and stab us in the back! He turned on you. Maybe he didn't want to split the ransom money. That's my guess. It happened almost right after you made the drop-off. When we were alone, he attacked me all of a sudden. After a brief struggle, I was able to contain him and keep him under control. We left inside that room as Lolly and I made our escape. We wore different costumes and split up. Lolly left first in the blue badger costume. person Officer Meekins saw was Miss Pops. But right then, the old man just had to wake up. I was careless, and he tackled me pretty hard from behind. Then, Oliver put on a bad badger costume, took the suitcase with $1 million and ran. I contacted Lolly right away and warned her that he had a gun. They had no idea that they were related, so I thought that it could only end badly.
I don't believe it! That person was not my father! Oh, Lord. Because if he was,
Oh.
I just killed my own father! I love her.
Lolly, then it really was you.
I love Lauren. That man was not my father! I mean, because at the stadium, there was a pet badger pulling the suitcase with the $1 million in it. But the badger pointed his gun at me and aimed to shoot me dead. That's why I used the gun I got from Lance. There was a gunshot. The other person crumpled to the ground and I ran, scared for my life.
I think the big picture's finally coming into focus, don't you? Lolly, forgive me. I didn't think it would turn into something so frightening. One moment.
God, Lance is the fucking worst. Oh shit, Daycare Ladybot she functioned for YouTube this time.
If only I could have protected you.
So Miss Pops, she shot her own dad without even knowing who he really was?
What he says is true.
Are you saying he's lying? But why would she lie about something like that? What purpose would it serve?
You would be surprised at how often people lie without even realizing it themselves, Kay.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
What I mean is, listen very carefully to her confession once more and you'll see.
That man was not my father! I mean, because at the stadium...
I think I know what I need to present here already. One sec. Yeah.
There was a bad badger pulling the suitcase with the $1 million in it! And that badger pointed his gun at me, aiming to shoot me dead!
Objection!
Even after looking at this, can you still claim what you said to be true? Man, okay.
Actually, I can.
She showed you. No, I showed her. Bad evidence, but I was still the one showing it.
He's laughing at you pretty hard, Edgeworth.
Yes, I know, but I refuse to allow him to ruffle my feathers. I'm going to remain calm and collected and find my contradiction.
Hold it!
Please calm down and let's slowly talk through this.
But
All you have to do is simply tell us what happened at the stadium. Leave it to us to search out the truth. Can you do that for me?
Alright. So, at the stadium, there was a bad badger pulling the suitcase with the 1 million in it.
Hold it!
That was the ransom money, wasn't it?
Yes, that's how I was able to immediately, that was how I was able to identify Mr. Deacon almost immediately. It was all thanks to what Lance told me.
And what did he tell you?
Well, he called me on my phone and told me that Mr. Deacon had betrayed us and had run off with the ransom money. And about how he had a gun. But that badger pointed the gun at me, aiming to shoot me dead.
Hold it!
Were you able to clearly see the gun?
Yes, I got a very good look at it while I was pointing it at me. Oh, Father, why would you try to shoot me? Do you really think a father would shoot his own daughter, Edgeworth?
I don't know.
I don't want to believe it myself. But it's true. My father's left arm was raised with a gun in it. Pointed it straight at me. I'm about to die, I thought.
Miss Pops, please calm down and take a deep breath. And then would you allow me to please hear that last statement one more time?
Yes, of course. But Matt Badger pointed a gun in his left hand at me and aimed to shoot me dead.
Hold it!
And you felt that your life was in danger, correct?
Yes, I'm about to die, I thought. So, that's why I used the gun I got from Lance.
That's weird.
What?
She said it was in the left hand, but this is clearly a right-handed posture.
Yeah. The left hand is sewed in a gun that fires blanks. Sorry, the right hand. The left hand is open. He could have fired a gun with his left hand.
I also, I don't know how dexterous these hands are.
I don't think you have to be too dexterous to pull a trigger. I think it's more a size thing. It's like Jeremy in Sacrifice. The reason he couldn't have committed the murder on the train is because his hands are too fucking big.
Pretty much. Like, I don't know if it would fit through the, like, trigger of a real gun.
Excuse me.
Hold it!
You shot Mr. Deacon.
Miss Pops? Yes, I shot him.
And that, as they say, is that... Agent Lang, Miss Pops is far from done. She hasn't even finished her testimony yet. You're gonna continue questioning her? What a waste of time. Miss Pops, if you please.
Alright. There was a gunshot and the other person crumbled to the ground, and I ran, scared for my life.
Hold it!
Did you take off immediately following the gunshot?
Yes.
And you didn't attempt to approach the victim at all after he was shot?
I was scared. I don't blame you. I'd have done the exact same thing. Poor Miss Pops. What will become of her, Mr. Edgeworth?
She seems to be telling the truth regarding what happened at the stadium. However, I don't believe it to be absolutely correct. Listen very carefully to her confession once more, and you'll see.
Objection!
Maybe this is what they're trying to get us to present? Nope. I was thinking that maybe he gave her the fake gun. They updated this one.
Yeah. I fear I may have accidentally led you astray.
Because here's sort of what I'm thinking. The Bad Badger's gun is important. You have the Bad Badger's gun. You have the one that's missing, and then you have Meekins' gun. Now I don't know for sure which gun Lauren had
Hey, everyone.
and which
You
one
have to drink
Oliver
water.
had.
Okay.
I'm also not entirely sure of their positioning. Because I kind of think that Lance might have shot Oliver from a different angle, and that Lauren fired the blank.
Okay. Don't forget to examine all the evidence.
Hint in the shape of a pair of wings. It has a rather nice aesthetic to it.
Hey, nice to see that even you can appreciate its beauty. It's made of platinum silver tend to have a nice feeling about them, you know?
I was only talking about its shape, Kay.
Oh, is that what you were talking about? But you know... If we're talking about wing shapes, I think the brooch on my scarf is way cooler.
But that's not made of platinum silver, is it?
It's handmade, okay? So I'm sorry that it's not made of expensive stuff.
She made that by herself. It's incredibly well crafted. Lauren D is engraved into this pendant.
I see that they wrote her first name, but why just the D?
Maybe the result of poor planning.
I guess. Well, at least if I had to shorten my name, I could make it Kay Faraday. That way, even if you just sounded out, it'd still say my name, Kay Faraday.
I suppose if I had to do this... If I had to do the same, I would abbreviate it as M. Edgeworth.
Hold on, I think you should appreciate it as M.E., get it?
Who would have thought that this little pendant could stir up such a strange conversation? I see.
There you go. I don't mean to give you a guiding hand, it's just we have about an hour and a half before I absolutely have to get off so I can do makeup.
Ah, gotcha.
So I'm rushing because I'm hoping, because there's really not that much left of this case. So I'm hoping we can get it done in the next hour, maybe 2 hours. Hour and a half, I mean. So.
Fair enough. I mean, like, reminding me to check the evidence is fine. Because it's like, it's non-specific enough that it's like a reminder of something that I should be doing anyway.
Yeah. That's really what the only thing I'm trying to remind you is, like, don't forget to check absolutely everything. I feel like I led you astray by saying he could have still shot it with his left hand, because I realized that implied that he absolutely did, when what I was just trying to say is he could have, but that doesn't necessarily mean he did.
I wasn't even thinking about that, to be honest. I was just like, okay, well, which gun it was important, because
yeah,
that might have been...
That too, yeah.
That was what I was more focused on. I have here a dossier on your father. And according to this, your father was right-handed.
He was also short. Then...
The person pointing a gun at you from the top of the stage was not Mr. Deacon.
Knock him back!
Hold it there, Mr. Prosecutor. I think you need to take a refresher course. The Bad Badger has a model gun attached to his right hand, which is why the only hand he could have held the real gun with was his left. Isn't it possible it went down like that? Agent Lung, were you paying attention to what Miss Pops was saying? And again, I suppose I can't expect someone who has never set foot in a court to catch it. Enough with the smugness. Out with it already.
All of these two are just trying to out-douche each other.
You should really cut Miss Sheena's salary.
How fucking dare you! She breaks her...
earlier.
She breaks her calm facade and she's like, how fucking dare you? Lang, don't you dare. There was a bad badger pulling the suitcase with the 1 million in it.
According to you, the Bad Badger had his gun in his left hand, which would mean that he was pulling the suitcase with his right hand. Is that correct, Miss Pups?
Yes, exactly. I'm sure it was the Bad Badger. He had those huge sunglasses on his face.
But if that's the case, I can see there's a huge contradiction. Yes, Miss Pups claims to have seen the Bad Badger. And yet, the Bad Badger had both of his hands full. These two pieces of information contradict each other, so one must be wrong. Miss Pops, what you saw was not the Bad Badger. Think back and recall which character was it that leveled a gun at you.
But it was wearing that pair of sunglasses and it had that strange blue beard. That sums up the bad badger pretty well, I'd say.
Too bad for you, but it looks like the bad badger wasn't the mistake here. I need to think carefully about the facts here. Spots appears to have seen the bad badger, and yet the bad badger had both his hands full with something or another. If both hands were not occupied, then you would have had to put down the suitcase, then draw the gun from wherever in the costume, and then shoot her?
Probably.
That doesn't make sense.
Yep.
Holding a gun in his right hand as he pulls the suitcase with the same hand. Isn't it possible for a right-handed person to do both things simultaneously?
Edgeworth wouldn't know because he's a left-handed witch.
Your deduction is full of too many conjectures, don't you think, Mr. Prosecutor? I guess it is pretty difficult, if not impossible. It would appear that both of the Bad Badger's hands were occupied.
Oh, I like that it just moved on for you.
Yet Miss Pops claims to have seen the Bad Badger.
Oh, never mind.
These two pieces of information contradict each other, so one must be wrong. I mean, actually, hold on.
There's a pretty simple explanation.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I understand it before I actually present this.
Okay. God, this music's so fucking good. Wookie just texted me, "Seen it, you're gonna cry." I'm not. I'm pissed. I swear to God, if that means what I think it means, I'm going to be so mad. It's not technically a spoiler because I already knew I was probably gonna cry, but like, goddamn, dude.
Right? I mean, it's also just like knowing you with media that like is very emotionally resonant.
Yeah, no, that's not a spoiler because that happens anyways.
Yeah, I think what I was trying to say before... Hold on. No, that's weird. I thought the Bad Badger had a belt.
He does, but it's only on his waist. How do you get in the costumes?
In through the top and then the head's separate. Like I was mentioning that like you could have had the Blue Badger costume and then had the Bad Badger head.
Okay.
I'm just not sure why, because she didn't say. She didn't say which hand the suitcase is in.
No, all she said was, yeah, but she also didn't say how she was identifying the body, just the head.
Yeah. I'm just not sure why both hands being occupied is relevant.
Because if there's a fake gun in one, then he couldn't, and a suitcase in the other, he couldn't have shot her with the fake gun. And if the left hand is not with Owen, if she was shot with the right hand, then it had to be open. And if the badger had the fake gun attached, it couldn't have happened. So something is up, and it's that.
Yeah, but it could have still been the bad badger because the gun was ripped off there.
Yeah, but they don't know that. Lauren and Lance and Long don't know that.
They're both correct. Impossible. That just leaves with an irresolvable contradiction. Miss Pops' entire statement rests on the fact
I
that
am
she
now
saw his
enlightened.
sunglasses and
There's
beard.
Wiggy!
That badger wasn't wearing pants.
That's a wild way to phrase that!
This proves that there was a way for the bad badger to freely use both of his hands.
Take that!
Costumes have two parts to them, a head and the body.
Oh, I get it now!
What?
The head
Phrase-
of Miss Pops was really the head of the bad badger.
The way that Edgeworth phrases certain things is very funny to me.
However, it's not possible that the body was that of an entirely different badger.
How you doing, Wiggy?
Ah,
A different badger? Yes, or to put it more bluntly, I believe that the lower half of this badger, the body of the bad badger Miss Pops saw, was really...
Take that!
His head may have been the bad badger, but his body was the blue badger's.
doing good. Theater was
Blue
stacked.
badger. Hold on, let me see here. Who was it that had these ones on?
I did.
And so did Officer Meekin's pal.
I'm gonna be real, I forgot Gumshoe was even here.
Nice try, but your logic is a tad illogical. Officer Meekins has been placed under arrest after all.
How you
I'd like to
guys
strike what I
doing?
just said
Not
from the
bad.
record. An explanation anew. So it would
Take
have
that!
Dun,
a
dun.
elimination. What the heck is it?
It's the Proto Badger.
And yes, and it's a simple matter of process of elimination. Miss Pops was wearing the blue badger's costume, so we can eliminate that one. And the pink badger was the wrong color, which would have been incredibly obvious. All that's left is the proto badger costume. Miss Pops, who was the one who wore the proto badger costume?
Would be Lance.
Not so fast!
Are you saying what I think you are? The Lance Amano donned the bad badger's head and pretended to be Mr. Deacon?
Oh no, did you get a nosebleed?
No.
Okay.
Just pain and suffering.
I mean, yeah, that's allergies for you. I feel
On
bad
top of
because
it,
I can't possibly relate to that.
it's like getting a cold, but you know that you're gonna have the cold for the month, so you can't use it to get out of anything.
Fuck. That's even worse. I mean, I could never get out of anything with a cold. I just kind of forced my way through it anyways.
On top of which,
Have I
he
ever
plotted to
told
shoot
y'all
Miss
about
Pops
my
while
nose?
wearing that hideous thing.
I don't think you've ever told us about your nose, no.
The stage was set up in the stadium was the stage that was set up in the stadium was nothing more than a setup. And its purpose was to lead Miss Pops into believing she had committed murder. Standing there in front of Miss Pops and pretending to be a victim,
I
it
have a
was all done
deviated
so
septum.
that she would pull
What
the
this
trigger.
does for me is that I am constantly runny-nosed. Especially
I have
bad
no
when I
idea what
eat
you're
and am
talking about.
outside.
I wonder if that's what Adam had. I might have to ask Adam.
I think so.
Only way I can eat without my nose running is by
Or at
laying
least
down.
like that was one of the
That
things he was
sucks, Woogie! Oh no, I've eaten while lying down. That sucks.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Why
been
exactly would I
doing
have
it
had
for
to do
years
all that,
now.
huh?
There's but one reason, Lance
so I'm
Lamano.
used to it.
You are the real culprit behind the murder of Mr. Oliver Deacon.
What?
No!
That's slander. Take it back. You take it back right now, right this instant. I won't have it.
Just out of curiosity, Lance, what is your dominant hand?
Left-handed,
When I'm
but
at
what does that have to
restaurants,
do
I
with
use
anything?
about 5 to 6 napkins to wipe
Pens.
my
Look at
nose.
his pops. Her attacker held a gun in his left hand.
Not so fast!
Who's one-handed doesn't prove a thing. Besides, now you're just being absurd. It's not like the Proto-Badger is bulletproof. One misfire and he would have found himself dead, right?
Objection!
Of course, logically, if he had been shot, he probably wouldn't be here with us. But I believe he had thought of that as well and prepared accordingly. And this should be all the evidence you need. This is how Lance made sure that he wouldn't be hit by a bullet.
Take that!
We found one half of a Bad Badger costume in the hideout. A broken one. It was the same one the victim was wearing, plus it was missing something. And that something
Oh,
is the
and when
model
I blow
gun
my
that the Bad
nose, it
Badger
sounds
carries,
like an elephant.
which can fire
I
blanks.
can be in another room and people will 100% hear it.
Miss Pops, where is the gun you use now?
I threw it away into the sea.
That makes it a bit tough to verify what it was. Although I believe we can safely assume that it was the model gun in
Not so
question.
fast!
I've heard enough. All you've been doing so far is spouting pure conjecture. I admit that as long as the model gun is lost to us, I can't prove I'm right. However, I can say that the probability that I am right is very high. Okay, let's pretend that you're right and that the murder at the stadium was a fabrication. In that case, where do you think the murder really took place, Mr. Prosecutor?
I'll be right back. I have to go to the washroom.
I don't know yet. I knew you were full of it. However, I do believe that the murder took place during an earlier time frame. Yeah, I don't know if Adam for sure had a deviated septum, but that was one of the things that they were worried about. Um, he used to do martial arts, and so one time he got punched in the nose really hard, and the doctors were worried that that's what had happened to him. I don't know if they ever confirmed it for sure. But yeah, I can attest that it basically reminds me of having allergies. Um, anytime that I'm around
It
him. I mean,
sucks
it's
to
gotten
say the
better,
least.
but like he has to blow his nose constantly. Oh yeah, definitely sucks. Anytime your face starts leaking uncontrollably is not a fun experience.
I was supposed to get surgery to correct it, but when I talked with the surgeon, I asked him questions and he reacted as such.
You ever wanted to
Will
fucking
this help? Wouldn't
commit a-
answer that.
You ever want to
Could
fucking
this be good?
You ever-
Wouldn't answer that. Is there a reason for me to get this surgery? Wouldn't answer that. Is there a possibility that it could help? Wouldn't answer that.
The answer is yes,
Sorry,
the surgery
Clover.
would help. The answer is yes, the surgery would help, and my friend Adam could absolutely attest to that. You ever wanted to do something to get your roommate evicted because they suck so fucking badly?
I never had a roommate, so I wouldn't know.
My fuck-ass roommate just did this. Every single time he showers, without fucking fail, he will always and forever fucking track fucking water all over the floor. And that's not the problem I have with it, because we don't have a bath mat. I don't blame him for not getting that. But one, he never tries to dry it off, which I do. And two, he never leaves the fucking fan on, so the room is always so fucking hot and misty when I go in there. I just walked out, my feet are soaking wet, and I can't take off my socks because they're tights, and if I take off my tights, I can't wear my skirt, and that means my whole thing is ruined, and I can't fucking deal with any of that. And then on top of every fucking other thing, like, I hate this guy. Sorry. I don't like him. I feel like I took my old roommates from my old house for granted, because, oh my god, this would never happen with them.
Oh, new roommates are cunts?
Kinda, yeah.
That sucks. Any possibility of reasoning with
Sorry, I
him?
was very distracted.
Fucking
by
maybe, I don't know.
I was very distracted by Automod during that, but that absolutely sucks.
Yeah, no, I hate the guy. He has tracked garbage all over our fucking main living room. He fucking constantly leaves shit. He leaves the door unlocked, so the door constantly swings open if the wind is even a little strong. Like, dude. Ugh, now I have to get off maybe even earlier so I can have time to dry my fucking feet so I don't have wet-ass feet during the whole goddamn movie.
When is the movie?
7 p.m. So angry. Anyways, please wait a second. That's simply not possible. Sorry, I got possessed by a really angry lady because I saw Mr. Deacon after he was restrained by Lance.
She saw the victim in the state of being restrained.
I came back to the hideout not long after the other two. By that time, Lance had already subdued and restrained Mr. Deacon. He had tied Mr. Deacon securely to the beam in the room next door. After that, the two of us put on our costumes and made our escape.
So Mr. Deacon must have escaped after the two of you left, right?
We thought that we'd attract too much attention if we left together, so I left first. We planned to meet up again at the stage in the stadium. But then, as I was walking through the park, I got a call from Lance on my cell phone.
Oliver managed to escape. It looked like he was waiting
Had to
until I
look
was
it
alone.
up. So in 4 hours.
He also stole
so
the gun
we
from
can't
me at
talk
that time.
about the movie together before tomorrow.
the murder
Sad
happened.
face.
Mr. Deacon must have overheard their plan to meet up at the stage.
Don't worry, Woogie. You're gonna wake up to 83 notifications, so...
Well, Mr. Prosecutor, Miss Pop saw the victim with her own eyes. Which means that the victim was still alive at that time, wouldn't you agree?
Looking forward to it 3.
Why does that sound wrong to me? There must be something amiss about this account. Let's see what happens when I examine it in more detail.
tempted to say you can call and wake me up LMAO.
Oh my god.
When the movie is done.
He came back to the hideout long after the other two.
Hold it!
When exactly did you arrive back at the hideout?
It was after we had picked up some ransom money.
And where were you up until the time you returned?
I was scouting the park and making preparations for our escape. I walked around in various areas looking for the best route.
And so each of them had their own roles to play.
After I was done, I went back to the hideout. By that time, Lance had already subdued and restrained Mr. Deacon.
Hold it!
How did Lance look at that time?
He looked shocked. He looked a little bit down. When I saw that sadness in his eyes,
Thank you, that's enough for now. And what of Mr. Deacon? What was his situation like?
He had tied Mr. Deacon securely to the beam in the room next door.
Hold it!
You are sure that it was Mr. Deacon that you saw?
Yes, I'm certain of what I saw.
Did you go into the other room to check?
Lance said it was because it was best if I didn't get too close to him. Lance, he's such a kind soul.
Then are you telling me that you did not confirm that it was Mr. Deacon for yourself?
I checked through the slit in the door that separates the two rooms. He had a bad badger's head on, so I'm absolutely sure. There just had to be Mr. Deacon.
You saw a bad badger ahead.
The captain had a bad badger head on, so I'm absolutely sure it was Mr. Deacon.
Hold it!
So the tied-up Mr. Deacon was still in his bad badger costume.
Yes, and?
It would appear that she misread the whole situation. What now? Should I raise an objection? The person you saw was not the victim.
What? Why not? Excuse me.
I will tell you why not with this. This, Miss Pops, shows you that the person you saw was not the victim.
Take that!
Miss Pops, the person you saw was not Mr. Deacon at all.
Huh?
The person you actually saw was this person. It was me. I dealt it.
Huh? The person that I saw was you, Mr. Hedgeworth?
I always thought it was a bit odd. Why would the kidnappers abduct me even after I had handed over the ransom? It was not as though I saw the face of the kidnappers. If it were them, I would have just taken the $1 million and ran. But in the end, there was a point to it all.
Oh
It was to make
BTW, two
me
women
look like
were
Mr.
trying to
Deacon.
record the movie in my
And if that
theater.
was the reason for which I was
Hey,
abducted,
everyone. You
then I
have to
believe we
drink
can assume
water.
that the victim was already dead at that time.
Did they get harassed? Or stopped at least? I hope they weren't harassed, but I do hope they were fucking stopped.
Well, Lance, am I right?
That's...
You showed Miss Pops a person, namely me, with a bad badger's head on, and then made your costumes escape together. Or so you pretended.
Huh? What do you mean he pretended?
Exactly that. I believe Lance watched you escape, and then doubled back to the hideout. Probably to come and remove the bad badger head from my unconscious self.
Unbelievably enough, they
Meant to
weren't
be
harassed
made
about
in
it,
prison with the
but I
front
think
sword,
they gave up or
escaped
someone
the
beside
passageway.
them told them to quit it.
That's good, at least.
Not so fast!
Hold your tongue, boy.
Don't get caught up in that tidal wave of words coming out of the prosecutor's mouth. Tidal wave? We've heard a lot come out of you, but I've yet to see a shred of evidence. The victim's betrayal and his subsequent detainment. All of that could have happened while you were out cold. That's right. You were out of it for quite a while, Mr. Prosecutor. Even if that were the case, Miss Pops would have still seen me tied to the beam.
I was scared, Mr. Deacon, so I didn't go in the next room. So I really have no idea if you were in there or not, Mr. Edgeworth.
You see? It would seem that you can't prove a thing.
Why does she have a pacifier as a ring?
It's a lollipop.
Who said that?
You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
Please wait!
Oh god, hi Ernest! Ba-da-ba.
Mr. Romano.
Oh, Miles, my boy. It seems like you're really giving it all. And lads, it's not good to cause trouble for others. Dad! Let's see, you are the one in charge of the investigation, correct?
Yes, that's right.
I'm sorry that my son has been nothing but trouble. This probably won't make up for anything, but I have some evidence for you.
Oh, do you now? Is that what I think it is?
It's the bad badger costume the victim was wearing! And it has a gun!
I couldn't wait around for the police, so I went and found these myself. It appears they were disposed of in the sea.
Is there no one in this country who actually obeys the law?
There, now. Agent Lang, please calm down.
What the heck is that scrap of paper?
This appears to be a letter from the chief of police. Please allow Mr. Romano complete freedom to do as he sees fit, it says.
What? Chief of police? Who does he think he is?
The person who wields the highest authority in this area.
There. Now, there is no need to be so upset.
I love his there, now, ands.
I'm not a cop from this land. So I'm not bound by the laws of your country.
You super are, dude!
Now. This wasn't meant to strong-arm you into anything, it's just a request. I'm only asking that you please respect the laws of the land.
I can't really say no to that. However, returning to the topic at hand, it doesn't matter who found the evidence. Its value remains unchanged. Alright, now, let's take a look at this new evidence.
I've already got the results back. I had a special forensics research lab that I'm on good terms with conduct the tests. They verified that the blood on this costume belonged to Oliver. As for the gun, the only fingerprints they could find on it were yours, Lauren.
What?
You disappoint
I'm
me,
not
Miles.
bound by the laws of this land. Please
can't
abide
believe
by
that
the
you-
laws of my land.
You
Damn.
would cause me such great stress and heartache.
Love you, Josh! Josh, you want to come up here and voice Ernest or whatever? Or whoever? Or are you busy?
Thank goodness I was able to find the final pieces of evidence. With this, you'll have no reason left to push my poor boy around.
Doucher.
That's it. These are the case-making pieces of evidence? I'll be the judge of that.
I'ma be making myself some food.
Fair. Oh yeah, you're also going to see the movie soon, aren't you?
Could this gun be the actual murder weapon?
No.
Oh. I thought you were seeing that today.
It's bullet hole.
Kinda looks
Looks
burnt
kinda
around the
burnt.
edges.
No, I
Wait, those
decided
burn
not
marks
to
were left by
watch
the
it in
gunpowder.
theaters.
Okay.
This is a most important fact,
Why's that?
because it's proof the victim was shot at point-blank range. What's this? It looks like there's something inside the costume head.
Hey, that's Sparkle! I bet they're really valuable.
Sorry, but they're just pieces of a mirror. Why are they in here? Murder was probably committed on top of the tarp in the hideout. Well, are these not the most decisive pieces of evidence you've ever seen?
Ernest, bud.
Thank you, Dad. These should be enough to convince even Mr. Edgeworth over there.
Dick.
Make no mistake, there are fingerprints on this murderous gun. And they prove that it was Lolly who killed Oliver. But Oliver was also after Lolly's life. So, Mr. Edgeworth, even if you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense... Fingerprints on the weapon, huh?
Oh no, this isn't helpful at all!
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, all I want to do is save Lolly. In the end, all I can do is watch on as she takes the punishment for her crimes.
Douche!
That may be all you can do, however, I still have a case to solve and a job to do. The job of unraveling your insidious lie. You wound me. Why won't you believe me, even in the face of all of this evidence?
Text. I'm not sure I know what she's picking me up.
Make no mistake, there are fingerprints on that murderous gun.
Hold it!
Those fingerprints, are you sure they belong to Miss Pops? There's no mistake about it. Although my connections, I had the best forensics techniques money can buy performed. I find that to be a bit peculiar. What? Are you trying to pick an argument with me? Perhaps I should wait and see how this pans out first. And they prove that it was Lolly who killed Oliver?
Hold it!
Sherlock Holmes for someone who's accusing his own girlfriend of murder. You have it all wrong. Allowing her to pay the price is a form of love.
What the fuck?
I mean, if any of us committed a murder, you would probably turn us in.
You say that with way too much confidence. For me, it literally depends on who you murder. Because depending on who it is, I may be like, okay, I didn't see shit, I didn't hear shit, you're good. There is a non-zero chance you could murder someone and I would let you get away with it. In Minecraft. I just realized I'm live while I say that. You know what I mean. Like, if you Luigi Magioned, I don't know if I would say anything. But if you killed, like, a random innocent, yeah, I'd go to the police and be like, yeah, my friend murdered a person. I don't know why, but yeah.
She says that she also wants to pay back her debt to society, but Oliver was also after Lolly's life. And why do you believe that the victim was set on taking Miss Pops' life? I suppose it's because he wanted to silence her. Keep her quiet because she knows the truth behind the kidnapping. In that case, why did he not target you as well? That's because he knew that if he killed me, he wouldn't be able to control my father. Oh, right you are. Even if it cost me millions, I would have had the killer found. I believe he didn't kill you for an entirely different reason, however, I digress. Look, more than why he didn't kill me, I'm worried about what will happen to Lolly. So, Mr. Edgeworth, even if you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense... Justified self-defense? I suppose that's a possibility given the circumstances. Really? Oh, thank goodness. However, self-defense was really not necessary in this case. What do you mean? Miss Potts is innocent. She didn't do anything, so why would she need to defend herself from nothing? You still don't believe a word I say to you. The entire argument hinges on the fact that her fingerprints are on the gun. However, the truth does not lie there. It lies in whatever he's hiding from me, but not for long.
Hold it!
Oh god, my fucking feet. I literally cannot feel my feet. They are hurting. They're so cold. I'm so angry.
Frankly, I don't believe that Miss Potts' print should be on that gun to begin with.
I don't know why I read him saying... I glanced over briefly and I read that as personally, I don't see why Miss Pops' fingerprints should be on that fucking gun. And I was like, Edgeworth, why'd you swear? What the fuck?
Oh, do you know what I forgot?
Oh, I'm ready.
Edgeworth getting fed up with all
With
these
this piece of evidence,
cases.
there's no reason for her to left prints at all. Which piece is that? Look here, this is what I speak of. Your logic's hard to follow, you should provide a map.
When I was 6 years old, I think 6 or 7, I was at IHOP, and
The best place for a story to start, yes.
I was at IHOP with my dad, and I was asking my dad, hey, why are they taking so long to get us our food here? And he said, I don't know, maybe they got lost, as like a funny, sarcastic joke.
Oh no.
So the waiter comes by with our food and stuff, and I hand him a piece of paper, and he says, oh, what's this? I said, it's a map to our table.
Oh my god. Are you sure you're not autistic? Because that's the kind of shit I would do if I took that line lyrics literally. I'll pay you for a re-diagnosis. Honestly, with every story, it becomes less and less believable that you're not.
Apparently that guy kept it because he thought it was really cute.
Oh, that's so sweet. That rules.
Even if she did it, there's something specific that makes it impossible to leave prints. I know I'm not supposed to present on this, but, basically the thing is, like, they were wearing the costume while they were doing it.
Yeah.
So I presented this one, so I guess I was supposed to present these ones? Or...
Probably. That makes the most sense to me.
yeah, that's the only one.
Hold it!
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah, I presented the wrong piece of evidence that basically says the same thing.
Yeah. That is one thing I will admit Ace Attorney does poorly sometimes, is that it doesn't do the evidence good. Oh my god, my feet.
It's simply not possible for Miss Pops to have left any prints on the murder weapon, because while she was at the stadium, Miss Pops was wearing a costume. Huh?
What just happened?
But there's been no mistake! We found fingerprints!
Here we go, fix it.
Well, Miss Pops, do you remember touching the gun at all at any time?
Yes! As a matter of fact, I did hold it for a bit back in the hideout. I handed it off to Mr. Deacon while he and Lance left for the haunted house.
To retrieve the ransom money, I suppose. And there you have it. That's when Miss Pops' prints were found on the way to found their way onto the gun. You understand now, Mr. Romano. The fingerprints do nothing to prove that Miss Pops is the murderer. But you still don't have anything to prove that she isn't the killer, right? You seem very adamant about insisting that your girlfriend is a cold-blooded killer.
Oh, Lance!
What? No way! I'm incredibly worried about her! But that doesn't change the fact that you don't have any evidence, right?
Douche!
That's where you're wrong. I have the evidence.
Josh, do you remember a billion years ago that Markiplier played a game called Douche Simulator? I feel like that'd be Lance's favorite video game. I say Josh specifically because... Oh, really? I say Josh specifically because I'm pretty sure, Dev, you've never watched Markiplier?
I watched a few of his things. I watched some of the early Unisanis stuff. I've seen his Iron Lung playthrough. I saw this one...
Sorry, I really love that you said early Unisanis. I know what you mean, but it's really funny given the context of that of the channel.
I was only there for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I watched, like, roughly within the first month.
No, I know, I'm with you. It makes sense. It's just really in the context of how the channel worked, it was funny to me.
Okay. I saw this one thing that he did. It was like a pixel game where you were going around finding demons or something.
Oh, I've seen that recommended a few times.
Yeah, it was like the black, white, and red thing. What else? I saw him play... I forget what it's called. It's that really popular, like, pixel art horror one as well, where, like, there's a bunch of, like, religious theming, and you're, like, this cop who goes, like, traveling, who goes into the woods. Like, he's going in his car along the street, and then he, like, he goes through this forest and then eventually gets to this haunted house. I cannot for the life of me remember the name.
Slay the Princess is the only thing that comes to mind, but that's not pixel art. Get on with it! We have 10 minutes!
Now! The story is that Miss Pops killed the victim at this stage in the stadium. The whole affair is simply not true because that was not the real crime scene but a setup. This proves that the real murder was not committed at the stadium at all.
Take that!
Mr. Prosecutor, I have to rate that piece of logic a 0 out of 10. The mirror is
Yeah,
in the
no, that
fucking
makes no
room.
sense. What the fuck? Oh, go fuck yourself. I'll tell you the answer because that's bullshit. You're supposed to present the bullet hole in the Bad Badger costume. Yeah, no, that's horseshit. I also thought it was the glass shards.
There's no
Bullet
You can't
hole.
present that.
Wait, what the fuck? No, sorry. Present the victim's costume. Up. No, other page. Up. That one.
Oh, because you can actually investigate this
God,
now.
that's so fucking stupid, though. I'm with you. That's so dumb.
Let's take another good look at the costume the victim was wearing. I believe you can see why I insist he was not shot at the stadium.
And now you present the bullet hole. That's so stupid.
Take that!
The burn around the bullet hole made when the victim was shot at point-blank range.
Oh, sorry. Ah, so then you mean the murder Miss Olbeck saw at the stadium really was...
Yes, she saw two people, but they were separated by a distance. If the victim was indeed shot from below the stage, there wouldn't be a gunpowder burn.
Ah!
Hey, look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants Prosecutor. So you seem to know all the answers. Why not tell us where the real crime scene is, then? I'd set me up to look like Mr. Deacon back in the hideout. If that's the case, then the murder must have happened prior to that. The location where Lance and the victim were at just before I was imprisoned was... Got it. I know the real scene of the murder. The real location in which Mr. Deacon was killed is here.
Take that!
I think it's not unreasonable to assume that the murder took place in the haunted house. The haunted house? Yes, and I have proof that it's highly likely that the victim was killed there.
Now it's, yeah. Oh, that's so dumb. I will say that there have been multiple times where I've seen players be way ahead of the game in terms of, like, I know how to fucking prove this.
These were inside the costume the victim was wearing. They're fragments of a mirror. A mirror? What does that have to do with anything? Indeed, you don't exactly expect to find pieces of a mirror inside a costume.
Yeah, that's actually pretty dangerous.
Updated autopsy report.
However, there was
video
one place
music.
I can think of where
Probably?
there is a plethora of mirror fragments.
It was remastered for this game, so.
And that is the haunted house. Lance Amano, I propose that you killed Mr. Deacon with the revolver in the haunted house.
Thanks, Clue. Thanks, Cluedo.
After that, you murdered Miss Lauren Pops in the kitchen with the lamppost. After that, you stole the blue Badgermobile to move his body to the Wild Wild West area. The timing
Sent
of when
context
the blue
on
Badgermobile was
disk.
stolen confirms this fact.
I know what context it is. I know that video.
Miles, my boy, say no more.
Oh my bad.
I'm sorry, Mr. Romano, but I cannot do that.
Knuckle back!
Be quiet.
Yes, please, do something. Stop that boy from speaking
Sorry.
any more nonsense.
Nah, it's good.
Ernest
Yay,
Romano.
Lang!
I mean you. Now be quiet, Gramps.
How dare you!
I don't need words. The only thing I require is evidence. Decisive evidence. And to call these mere bits decisive is a bit too presumptuous, Mr. Prosecutor. Sheena, wasn't there a mirror in the kidnapper's hideout?
Yes, there was a mirror there. A mirror that's for the haunted house. I'm trying to make Sheena sound as irritated as I possibly can.
I thought she was like a robot or something.
Kind of that. I want her to be as robotically irritated as I can. By the way, I'm gonna be real. The first time I saw Sheena, I didn't see that she had breasts, and I thought she was a dude because of her hair.
Bonnie. You see, isn't it possible the fragments got into the costume there? But Agent Lang, there were no fragments on the floor, so the possibility is very low.
Knuckle back!
Probability? Line just says, on the truth's path, the word probability does not exist. The only thing that does is definitive proof. The question, Mr. Prosecutor, is, don't you have the definitive proof you need?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you?
I have solid evidence that proves the murder took place in the haunted house. The answer is no. See, since you don't have any, shut up! I don't have the evidence yet, but I'm certain the murder occurred around the time that I turned the ransom over. At that time, the only people at the haunted house besides myself were Lance and Mr. Deacon. I can prove that the murder took place at the haunted house, and I can prove Lance's guilt in connection to the murder.
What now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Agent Lang, I have a special request. Yeah?
Can you say it without yawning first, asshole? Sorry.
No, I'm growing incredibly tired of this case. I'd like to prove to you that the scene of this crime was indeed the haunted house.
Why in the world are you asking the werewolf for permission?
Because I don't really have a choice if I want to find the truth. Alright, permission granted, but you're not to touch a single thing, got it? That won't be a problem. All that's important to me is that the truth be brought to light. It doesn't matter by who or how it's done, as long as it is. Sheena,
I'm here.
put in the paperwork for the authorization immediately.
Understood. I'll go get Gatewater Group's approval.
Who the hell was that? Now. Let's hold on for a second. There's no need to obtain approval. Mr. Romano. Agent Lang, if you would please take a look at this. What is this? Sheena?
Do you not know how to read? It's the deed to the haunted house.
The deed. Read it out loud.
Gatewater Land Incorporated hereby bequeaths the property and known as the haunted house to Mr. Romano for a lump sum of $1 million paid full in cash.
What? As you can see, I'm now the legal owner of the haunted house.
I'm heading off.
Fine,
See
so
ya.
we'll
See
get
you,
the
Wiggy.
search warrant.
Are you kidding? When did you?
I ran into the owner of the park earlier and we made the deal almost immediately. How quickly things move when you can prepare $1 million in the blink of an eye.
I can just buy parts of Disneyland if I
$1
just
million
ask.
you paid. Don't tell me it was...
If you have enough cash, I fucking guess.
Oh, that's right. That disgusting suitcase belongs to you, doesn't it?
Stop insulting Rhoda.
I don't have any more use for it, so you may have it back now. You used the ransom money? My Lance is a good boy. He even apologized for the kidnapping a bit earlier. So I do believe that I will forgive him. After all, he did return the ransom money. That's the way things are, so if you would please discuss things with me from now on. Discuss? What is there to discuss? Why, permission to enter the haunted house, of course.
Literally not how investigations work.
While we were busy listening to Lance's story, Mr. Romano was out there preempting us. Permission to search the house is denied, by the way. End of discussion. Agent Lang, I want you to arrest that girl. And Miles, you should hurry on home now, my boy, before I really lose my temper. Mr. Romano definitely has the deck stacked in his favor here. What should I do? If I leave it like this, the truth will be lost forever.
All right, I was wrong. I thought we'd have enough time.
Oopsies.
That's fine. We're good. Stream and screen. I gotta do this fast. Next stream will be Sunday. We'll probably still do this. I want to get everyone in the server to do some voices. It's fun. This gameplay is 10 times more fun when more people are there. Next stream will be Sunday. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye!
Hey, everyone.
Thank you,
have to
Daker
drink
Ladybot.
water.
Bye!